I think it's important to not get sucked into our own struggles and think that nobody else has ever experienced this before. And my struggle is just so big, and nobody else can understand it. And one of the things that, I was reminded of is going through old family photos and seeing my mom. My parents are Syrian, so they were raised in Syria and then they came to the US. But seeing my mom in these old photos, she's wearing hijab, but she's wearing this like short skirt. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wearing hijab with a short skirt? Like, how does this even work? She had to like explain to me that like, well, in that time period, there was a time period in Syria where hijab was banned. And it was really difficult for her and for others that were trying to really hold on to their faith, right? So what looked to me like a compromise or not understanding whatever the deen was really her struggle, her sharing that story of like, well, this is what we had to do to make it work, during that time period, flip things for me because I'm like, how do you live through these struggles and how do you do what you have to do to keep your faith alive and you being authentic to what you want and to your deen. It also made me think about my daughters. What are their struggles and how is it going to apply to them and in this country, in the US? What does hijab look like to them? What does holding on to the deen look like to them? And how do we make it work? So it just opens up this whole intergenerational conversation and relatedness of the
Yeah.
struggle and it just how it looks in different forms, right?